Hello lads, and lassies. Welcome back to a brand new Kill la Kill reaction. My name's Josh, and we are here every Wednesday doing this wacky anime. I mean, that's really the only way I can describe it. This has just been a cocaine trip. Like every episode, the art is just there's so many like still frames that they put in this, or maybe not still frames, but there's just like a few seconds of animation where they just put like all of the line art, all of the effort in, and it just makes a great wallpaper, makes a great background, makes a great thumbnail. And then there's like the action scenes, the plot. Last episode's plot, Ryuko got up at 4 a.m. to go to school because of her friend, and it was no late to school. I forgot exactly what it was, but like the premise was they couldn't be late to school. No, darn it, what was the name? I know I wrote it down, but it was like you couldn't be late to school or else they expel you, and you had to get there by 7 or 8, I think. So they had 3 to 4 hours to get there in general. She couldn't wear her uniform, her Senketsu. She couldn't wear her Power Ranger suit because it had to be washed and dried. And Senketsu enjoyed being steamed up a little too much. So she went in her PJs, then bada bing bada boom, the big plot twist was it was just a gigantic death obstacle course where they lost hundreds of students possibly, but not really lost. They just got, quite a few students got expelled. Most likely, many of them died on the way. But Ryuko and Mako, they took in this girl named Miko who broke her arm. But another plot twist, she never did break her arm. She was just pretending. She was actually the trap master. She was the head of the trap club. I think it was the trap club. It was something like that. And she was trying to take Ryoko's Senketsu from her so she could take over the school and be more powerful than Lady Satsuki. And the disciplinary guy, the head of discipline, was like, "I heard your master plan," and he just kicked her out. She got expelled, and Ryuko made it on time to class with Mako. So, what adventures are we going to go with this episode? Which club member or which club president are we going to defeat? Because we have to defeat the head of every club before we have a chance of going up against Lady Satsuki again. So, I mean, let's see just what hijinks we get up to in this episode of Kill la Kill, lads. Just another episode to add to the interesting episodes of Kill la Kill. So we started off with Ryuko kind of being a little cocky, you know. She was like, yeah, you know what? I've taken on all these club members so far. I've survived. I've been having a grand old time, you know. Not to toot my own horn, but toot. But she and Senketsu kind of butted heads a little bit throughout the episode. Senketsu is telling her to lose weight, which where? Like, there's nothing for her to lose. If anything, she started like gaining some of the proper weight, like, you know, muscles. Do some squats, do some sit-ups, some push-ups. But other than that, we were introduced to Sumigo, I believe. I mean, they kept using a different name for him, but like, that was the name that I wrote down. My man's is a tank. There's 2 things you need to know about him. He is hardcore, and he does not like clothing. So Sumigo, man, he was going. I thought that he had a thing against all of the Goku uniforms, but I just realized at the beginning of the episode, he was specifically aiming for Ryuko, and only went up against the Goku uniforms when the Goku uniforms were like, hey, why did you step on our flowers? Which, that is just such, that's so extra. It's more extra to be the jerk that walked across flattening all those flowers than it is to go around. Because you purposely are going, oh yes, look at this gigantic open path that I can easily take around the flowers to get to the same goal. No, I'm going to flatten these flowers. Which I get they're the Guardian Club, so they're like supposed to be like they're supposed to be evil, but that just sucks, man. What the flowers ever did? Just because the flowers were going by evil men does not make the flowers evil. But the Goku suits continue to get more and more insane. Like, so far they've kind of just introduced a strength element, strength, durability, speed. The Guardian Club one introduced Poison Ivy levels of control over flowers. He created like Venus flytraps that can eat people with his Goku suit, which is a new power level in episode 5. And it was a throwaway power level too. So, and the Guardian Club, I assume the Guardian Club is taken out. We lost 3 clubs this episode. We lost the Guardian Club. We lost whatever it was like we are this club and we are 100 strong. We lost that club. And then we lost, I forgot. There was another one there, but I forgot which one they were. And we lost the biology club. Or they were attacked, I guess? I don't know. I would assume that they're dead. Or they're dead. They're downed. I mean, they probably should be dead. That was a big explosion indoors. But poor Mako. All that ever happens to her. She just gets kidnapped. This lady has the worst luck. Biology club is going to tear her apart. For science. Like, I guess it's because she's Ryoko's friend, but even before that, she had pretty bad luck. Like, this poor girl. And they said it as a throwaway line, but she's like, before I had Ryuko, I had the only friends I had were in my head. And so Ryoko's fine with talking to her shoulder, but like, that is so sad to have that as a throwaway joke line. I wonder if it's ever going to come back. Yeah, I wonder if Ryoko's ever going to talk to Mako about that. Like, hey, thanks for looking out for me. I want you to know that I do consider you as a friend. Or, you want to tell me about your imaginary friends? Like, that is just such a sad line to put in, like, those goof segments, which I love. That's the cocaine trip part of the show. But Sumago, it's a super cool character. I mean, he has attacked all of Satsuki's. He's attacked all of their affiliate schools and has been victorious against them. So, I guess only a few. I guess he's only taken out like some of like the heads, because Satsuki's has also taken over every school except for in one district. So that one district, she's probably going to be aiming at probably in the second half, because like so far it's not really plot heavy this season, other than defeat Satsuki to get information about the guy that killed Ryoko's dad. That's the plot. So that could lead to so many, not filler, but like so many open possibilities to go for episodes. It's not like Gurren Lagann, where every episode it's a race to save the world, or My Hero Academia, where it's part one is like focused on like in season 3, part 1 is the focus on the why can I not think of what I'm trying to say right now? The training camp, like the hero camp arc, and then part 2 is on the hero licensing arc. Like those are 2 very clear plots that we know that are like how they're gonna happen in such a short amount of time. This one, it's like, all right, we can do whatever we want, and they deliver on that. So 4 clubs are taken down, which maybe we could defeat all of the clubs by the mid-season finale. But I don't know if we're going to defeat Satsuki yet, because we're on episode 5, so we're kind of almost halfway into the mid-season finale. So, and Ryuko has said like, oh, we can get stronger. You're not just a piece of clothing. You're my friend, which that's sweet. It's sweet, especially for Senketsu. I mean, I guess Ryuko might be the first person he's interacted with, maybe. At least in a very long time. The Nudist. I hope that's the group name. I really do hope that's the group name, and they're just not saying like, oh yeah, we're nudists, but like that'd be great if it was. But I guess there's an anti-clothes regime going on, because they say like, oh, Ryuko can get consumed by her Goku, or can get consumed by Senketsu, which we have seen people get consumed by Goku suits. I think it's last episode, maybe it was a couple episodes ago. I'm fairly certain it was last episode. They put a suit on someone that was like 40% powered. Maybe it was 50%. And they just kind of turned into the Hulk, became uncontrollable. They had to destroy the suit in order for the guy to come back. So we've seen the people get consumed. And Sumugu's girl, maybe his wife, maybe his daughter. I'm fairly certain it was his wife, probably, or like at least girlfriend. She got consumed in the sense of it literally tore her in half, and it looks like the suit twisted so much it split her in half, and then like cut off her legs and head. That looked gruesome. So like he has beef with them, and he is the only other person to have heard Senketsu. I thought Senketsu like reached out to him and touched him, so like you have to physically touch him to listen. But I guess that was like symbolic, because we went back into a wide shot, and Ryuko was holding Senketsu in her arms, like, and she acted like nothing happened. So I guess it was symbolic for us. Like Senketsu has touched him, and since he's allowing him to hear. But why doesn't, if Senketsu can allow people to hear, just let Mako hear? I mean, maybe it would blow Mako's mind a little too much, but it would help. It would help. You know it's bad when Mako's family calls you crazy, and when they're scared. Like that's when it's bad. That's when like you need to kind of reel back and go, I should think about this a little more. That's, yeah. But yeah, that gardener, man. There was like 10 or 8 grenades in his mouth, and it wasn't even smoke. It literally blew up. That guy's dead. Like, they are losing students at the school, and it is amazing. Oh, I love it. And I think I talked about Betrayed by Clothing. I don't think Senketsu is going to betray her, but he could. That would be a pretty interesting little arc we can go through. But I'm interested to see like where we're going in the world building of this, because like this show's silly, but I feel like there's so much that we haven't seen yet in the world building. In what the heck is going on? Like where is this show going? I'm so curious. I'm loving the ride so far. So thank you all lads for recommending this show to me. If you enjoyed this reaction, make sure you hit that like, you hit the comment, or you hit the like button, you hit the subscribe button, you hit the notification bell, leave a comment down below. What did I miss? What did I over clarify? And or when did I not clarify enough? Keep it spoiler free down there, and I'll see you all lads next week for more. If you want to see a little more reactions, if you want to like have like, oh, let me subscribe, but what else do you have on the channel? I'm going through Darling in the Franxx. I've gone through all of Gurren Lagann. I'm going through My Hero Academia with Micaiah. Going through Avatar: The Last Airbender with Micaiah and Anthony. There's a ton of stuff on this channel, so I totally recommend just checking us out in the playlist down below, or in the playlist section. I'll see you all lads next week for more.